A heaping helping of playoff football on this special Black Friday edition of Friday Night Hits. That's Julia Morris. I'm Mark Whiteman. And for the final time this fall, thanks as always for joining us for Friday Night Hits.
Yeah, Mark, you're living right if you're practicing on the week of Thanksgiving, right? And this year with the schedule a week behind due to Helene, it's a bit more of a full plate than usual. Rather than upper state finals, tonight's state quarterfinals feature 13 area teams.
Yeah, JL Man, a win away from a second straight upper state title game trip. On the other sideline, the Spartanburg Vikings in the quarterfinals for the third time in 4 years. It's our game of the week, and Chase Justice has the highlights.
Our final game of the week of the season is a good one. It's a battle between a pair of 5A powerhouses as the Spartanburg Vikings play host to the JL Man Patriots. Man back in upper state semis for the second straight season. Meanwhile, Spartanburg's hunting for their first upper state finals berth since 2021. Slow game early, still scoreless in the first quarter. Spartanburg moving the ball with a quick screen pass to Trenton Lynch, who gets loose for 20+, which sets up this pitch and catch from Trey Burke to Justin Rice. Good for the score. Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Pats looking to keep up the pace. True freshman quarterback Trip Bryant lobs one up to Keyshawn Henderson. All we ever asked for was an opportunity. Opportunity granted. Man would finish that drive off with a field goal, cutting the lead down to 7-3. Second quarter, same score, and this Vikings offense finally starting to hit their stride. Trenton Lynch has reservations for 6. 70 yards to the house. Vikings up 14-3. That'd be your score at the half. Third quarter, Spartanburg looking to blow this one wide open. Lynch, this time from 25 yards out. All Spartanburg in this one, now leading 21-3. But the Patriots wouldn't go down without a fight. Bryant has the Pats inside scoring position. Jaden Rice hauls in the man touchdown. Extra point attempt would be blocked. Patriots now trail 21-9. And the Vikings offense would just keep on marching down the field. Trey Burke hits Justin Rice in stride for the score. Vikings roll to upper state for the first time since 2021. Final score 35-9.
Our guys come a long way. You know, we're really trying to work on being a physical football team, and you know, I think our guys are really answering the bell. You know, we told them today, he said, there's 3 things we got to do. He said, we got to be disciplined, we got to play with power, we got to play with love. And I felt like we did that.
The Spartanburg Vikings are right back in the upper state finals for the first time since 2021. They'll make the trip down to the Midlands to face Dutch Fork on Friday with a trip to state up for grabs. Reporting in Spartanburg, I'm Chase Justice, WYFF News 4 Sports.
Well, just like Coach Hodge said there, that Spartanburg team playing with a lot of love.
Absolutely.
Well, for the first time since 2016, the state's top classification, 5A, has been split into 2 divisions.
And as Spartanburg moves to the 5A D1 Upper State title game, Gaffney and TL Hanna hoping to do the same in 5A D2.
Yeah, Gaffney 3 wins from sending retiring head coach Dan Jones out with a storybook ending, taking on a blistering hot Hanna team that has won 7 straight by an average of 28 points per game.
All right, to the reservation we go. Gaffney consistently excellent, their 9th straight year in the state quarterfinals. Opening quarter for Gaffney, and they were doing their thing here, asking questions. Javon Gilmore flips it out to Jaden McDowell. Touchdown Gaffney. It's 7-0 in the early going. Same score, same quarter. Gaffney down in close once more. Gilmore hitting Shane Davidson, and he crosses the timeshare just like that. It is 14-0, and Gaffney's in complete control here. Gilmore, the Arkansas commit, showing off that power 4 game, connecting with Jamarcus Smith, and Gaffney cruises to the state semifinals 21-7 in the final home game of Dan Jones' career.
I like the victory. I'm not worried about the last one yet. I just like the victory, but you know, certainly had some great games here at the reservation, and you know, those days are over now, and it's time to move on to the next phase, and it looks like it's at District 3 Stadium. So
that'll be District 3 Stadium taking on Northwestern next Friday in the Upper State title game. The Daniel Lions rampaging through 4A this year, 11-1 in their first season at the new classification after winning 3 of the past 4 state titles in 3A.
Yeah, facing a South Point team tonight, Mark, that's also familiar with state titles. The Stallions won a 4A championship 2 years ago and 4 straight from 2014 to 2017. South Point and Daniels only losses this season to 5A teams. In the first quarter, South Point in the red zone and Mason Pickett Hicks punches it in from a short distance. Pickett Hicks had a monster night. Still in the first, check out the Stallions running back on this play, finding a hole and gone. 84-yard score there. South Point led 14-0 at the end of the first quarter, but Daniel starts to come alive in the second. Grayson Clary with the strike to Quint Cumby there. Lions on the board. It's a 1-touchdown game, but South Point responding quickly. Cam McMillan to a wide-open S.J. Young. Stallions up 21-7, and South Point ends Daniel's season with a 49-35 win. Clinton cruising in the 2A quarterfinals at home against undefeated Batesburg-Leesville, the only team to beat Abbeville this year. In the second game, tied 7-7, Tanner Watkins connects with Jamarius Clark there. Touchdown for the Panthers. They're up 14-7, but Clinton responding quickly. Javen Cook cooking up a big run there. He gets all the way down to the 40, and on the same drive with just seconds left before halftime, one of the best plays of the night to Sean Richardson, keeping it himself, fakes the pass, takes it in, dives in for the score. Okay. It's so close, refs have to get together, double check, and it's good.
Wow.
Clinton beats the Panthers 31-14. How about that? Well, we've reached halftime on our final Friday night hits of the season, but several great quarterfinal matchups to get to after the break.
Yeah, always love this Friday night. So many great games. And for one last time this fall, a special thank you to all of those coaches kind enough to wear the microphone for us all season long. So what better way to close out the segment with one final best of edition of Mic'd Up.
Play to our standard, play Bulldog football, and get the job done tonight. Get in the stance and rush. You're not going to get there standing up.
They can't play with us, can they? No. Can't play with us.
That's the best shot they got, guys. Do your job on every play, every single snap.
Any fumble out of bounds should go to the defense. Basketball rules.
Hey, it wasn't no fake. Good job. Good job. Good snap, bro.
Thank you, ladies. The Westside Rams rolling toward a repeat, hosting Camden in the quarterfinals, going for their 26th straight win, led by South Carolina commit Cutter Woods. The Mr. Football finalist dialed opening drive just inside enemy territory. Woods has his guy Kamaris Bomar. Uno does it, 7-zip Rams. Camden, they're just having trouble snapping the ball. Grayson Rimpf, he can't hang on to it. R.J. Livingston dives on it, and Westside would capitalize. Woods hits Uno Bomar, who is all by himself. 42 yards to the paint, 14-0 Westside Rams. And after Bomar comes up with an interception, this kid does it all. Westside attacking vertically again. Woods to Drayson Evans behind the defense. 21-0 Rams. 4 first-quarter touchdowns for the Gamecocks commit. Now it's 35-0 Westside in the red zone. It's our Tuck and Howell play of the week. Evans, he slips on the cutback, nearly goes out of bounds, reverses field, goes all the way across the grain. Look at that. Westside scores on their first 6 possessions. They blow out the Bulldogs 49-7. They will face South Point for the 4A Upper State Championship next week. Let's keep it moving on this quarterfinals edition of Friday Night Hits. 2 of the hottest teams in 3A. Powdersville's won 9 straight, visiting Belton Honey Path, winners of 8 in a row. The Bears are 33-4 over the past 3 years, but still searching for that breakthrough title game trip. They trailed early, but Clemson commit Marquez Henderson pounds it in from the 2-yard line. BHP goes on top 13-7. The Patriots would go back to work. Keegan Reed. Check out the slick ball handling from the QB. It's Joshua Knuckles in the back of the end zone. Patriots retake the lead. They led 14-13 at halftime. But the second half, it was all about those Belton Honeypath Bears. Tajay Watson Martin. Check him out on this pop pass right here. Here we go. And it is Martin, 5, shrugging off a tackle and taking it to the timeshare. BHP holds on. They shut out Powdersville in the second half, and they get a 35-7 win over the Patriots.
Played in the Upper State last year and lost it. Our goal is to get back to this opportunity, see if we can take it one more step. When we get to the playoffs, our motto is one more time. I get to coach this football team one more time, and that's what we do.
At least one more time. BHP onto the Upper State Final for the second straight season.
Mountain View Prep has never lost a game, but Crescent did have a lead over the Stars at halftime when they met during the regular season. Those teams battling it out tonight. In the first, MVP with the ball. Check out this play. Jalen McGill having a monster season. Man on a mission. Breaks multiple tackles there and breaks free. Headed down the sideline and into the end zone. Puts the Stars up 7. But Crescent also showing off their run game early. Darius Latimer, he can fly, finds a hole, and turns on the Jets. Takes it all the way down to the 2. And then a few minutes later, Latimer finishes the job. He punches it in for a touchdown. Extra point, no good though, so MVP holds the lead and the Stars come out on top, heading to Upper State Finals in their first season. They beat the Tigers 30-14 and will play BHP next week. Abbeville head coach Jamie Nichols used to a side of football with his Thanksgiving dinner. The Panthers have won 6 state titles in the last 9 years. Abbeville hosting Lamar. In the second quarter, Lamar is up 17-6, but DeMarcus Leach putting the Panthers on his back in this one. Rushed for more than 270 yards with 5 touchdowns. This one here, a 70-yard run. Abbeville cuts the Silver Foxes lead to just 5. But here comes Lamar. Quarterback Zori Pierce connects with Kamon Miller. Lamar's up 24-12. This one back and forth early on. Abbeville's ball now. Jalewis Haddon running into the end zone. It's back to a 4-point game. Lamar's up 24-20 at the break, but Abbeville with the momentum after halftime. Carson Norman, touchdown Panthers. They're up 3. And how about Abbeville coming back from an early deficit to win 48-38 to advance to Upper State Finals.
Now let's show you a couple of lower state scores from across the Palmetto State. Somerville beating Ridgeview 49-21. Sumter over James Island 34-17. Those two, Sumter and Somerville, will meet in the 5A D1 lower state final next week. And in 4A, Irmo over West Florence 56-7. White Knoll beating Berkeley 23-3. Irmo and White Knoll will meet in 4A next week.
A few more scores. South Florence beat Hartsville 49-21. North Augusta beat Gilbert. And we also had Loris over Keenan 30-14 and Oceanside Collegiate beating Dillon 28-21. What a fantastic Friday Night Hits we have had together, Mark. It's been a pleasure anchoring the show with you. I loved it.
Loved every minute of it. For Julia, for Chase, and our entire hardworking team that works so hard to put the show on for you every single week. Thanks for joining us all season long. Have a great weekend.